That's a really bad gong, but hey, you know what? When you leave the bell in the room, ain't much you can do about it. Welcome, everybody, to a very special edition of Kiwanis Connects. That's right. Look, Val and I are actually in the same time zone for a rare time, and we're joined by a gentleman by the name of Spike. You know why? He divorced his last name because it served him no purpose. That's what he told us. I just deliver the message. You know what I'm saying? We are coming to you live from the Kiwanis International Convention located in Pittsburgh, right?
Absolutely. Yep. And you know what? We got so lucky because he's been running around like crazy. I think he's lost like 15 pounds
he was
since the start of this week. And so Spike is the reason why this has been one of the most successful international conferences I've been to. And this is my 14th conference internationally. So Spike, thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming to Pittsburgh. Thank you both for being here.
Why did it take 110 years to finally come here for Kiwanis International? That's what I want to know.
I want to know that too. We have the third oldest Kiwanis club right down the street here. And it's, I don't know. So I guess, it'll be another 100 years, 200 years to live here.
Hopefully hopefully not, because this city is so absolutely beautiful. And the way you've set up the whole convention hall, people don't want to leave. Now, I know part of that's the weather.
A little hot.
A little bit hot.
Thank you for bringing that over with us.
The humidity.
Yeah, it's been a little humid, but that's,
See, my hair was like spikes before the convention started, but then the humidity said, screw all of you all out there.
And my hair was like hers before the
So what did it take, or what does it take for a host city to put on a convention? I mean, I kind of saw it in Vegas, but now we're here in Pittsburgh. What's it like for the first time?
It takes a team of people that are dedicated, that first off are passionate about Kiwanis, that really know the city, really know the members that are coming here. And we try to do a little bit for everybody and try to, cater to people that have never been here, and make it as accessible as possible for people to go around the city, see the sites that, we normally don't see on a day basis, and just create a fun and welcoming atmosphere is the biggest thing.
You hit it right on the head.
Now, speaking of fun, because you and I are members of the California Literacy Club, I happen to have a little book in my hand. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can pick that up there. There we go. So think of the Three Little Pigs on steroids and eating hooked on phonics. So this is the Three Little Pigs story based on Pittsburghese. Am I saying that correct?
That's correct.
So I'm going to ask Spike to read just a page or two, because this is like, you need a translator for this book, okay? So I'm going to pass it over to Spike. He's going to, so for all of you literacy people out there, and our buddy Daryl from Georgia, who reads to kids there, who, by the way, stopped by earlier today. So we're going to ask Spike to just give us a little flavor of what it's like to be in this neighborhood. Take it away, Spike.
And actually, it's the Three Little Pigs on pierogies, not steroids.
Oh, on pierogies. Sorry. Yes, that's true. We are in Pittsburgh. I forgot about that.
So once upon a time, there were the Three Little Pigs burgers. The mom, Mo, had a big Pittsburgh family. She was just about rid of them, down to the last three: Lonnie, Donnie, and Ronnie. They were still living down in her cellar. It was a really good cellar. It had a bathroom with a shower where they could wash up and everything. She even had it done up real nice, like a game room, so they could watch the games on Sundays. Their old man played for the Steelers. And one day,
well, it wasn't Terry Bradshaw, was it?
Yeah, well,
God forbid. May have been.
One day, their mom got all fed up, reddening up after them bunch of pigs, and she started yelling, "It's about time you pigs got your lazy doopers off the couch and not get out to the world and get houses of your own." Before they left, she warned them, "Watch out for the big bad wolf. He's a real ignorant jagoff."
All right, hold on. Okay, we're going to stop right there. We'll stop right there, only because we want to listen. We are on the FCC. FCC doesn't regulate the internet, but we do have very low standards here, and I want to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? So, my wife actually, we were walking down in that strip area the other day. The strip that, well, of course, from Las Vegas, where I'm from, for almost 30 years, we have a whole different strip down there. But what can you politely define what a jagoff is? Because there's a lot of bumper stickers about a jagoff. Go ahead, please.
A jagoff is somebody that is not nice.
Okay. Notice I wanted him to define it, not me. Did you notice that, Val?
I'm going to say, if you are in Key Club, please don't use this term.
Yeah. Right, that's right.
That is my ask to you.
That's right.
Let's not put it on a Key Club bumper sticker.
No bumper sticker. Okay. Good morning, Herman. Good morning, Andy. All right, we're going to let you go because we know you're running around out there. Food is being distributed. And by the way, we want to thank our friend Rex, who's a good, thank you, Spike. Rex was kind enough to bring us some food because it is free today. Well, free is part of our 3-day sign-in, so we'll get to that. But I want to bring some, I know we have Jeffrey waiting. Jamal, come on up here a second. you know how we meet people,
Absolutely.
and I love
Hi,
people.
Jamal.
So Jamal is a gentleman we met here a couple of days ago, and he's one of the vendors here. And when I meet certain people, good to see you, buddy. Governor Val, Doc Val, Jamal. So
We have
Jamal
met,
works for one of the. Oh, you met already?
We have met.
So Jamal works for one of the vendors, and I promised him because he's a good cat, and he may help Kiwanis Connects down the line a little bit too, if you know what I'm saying. I promised Jamal if he comes on in a few minutes. Good morning, John Brummer. So introduce yourself to our world. What do you do? Why did I bring you on? Because you paid me well enough, but that's a whole nother. No, I paid you actually. I paid him to come on. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jamel Etienne. I am from Haiti, but I was raised in Atlanta. What I sell is medical products, hot and cold therapy, massage guns, and EMS units.
Okay.
And yeah.
So let's show one because go ahead. So what is this called?
We're gonna start.
All right, I may have to take the background down. Let me take the background down. Go ahead, you keep talking.
So what we have here are the heating pads. We're gonna start small and go big.
Mhm.
So these are small hand warmers, right? So the way you make them cold, you just throw them in the fridge to make them cold. You can also do freezer, but up to 20 minutes.
Mhm.
When you want to make them hot, right? We like to call it magic.
Don't worry about the live camera. I got somebody I want to say hello to. How you doing, guys?
Oh my goodness.
Come back
You know,
later.
It is.
Can you come back about
You can
10,
see the
15
crystals
minutes?
on there. It is warming up
All right, come back on
as
before
you
you-
go through. And although it's hot outside, this still feels good. You
But-
should try
Oh, I
this.
know. We did. This is what sold my wife when he snapped this little bugger over here, and to see that thing explode, you can get mesmerized by how that
Yes.
thing explodes.
Yes.
And then the secret to making this work again is
So what's inside of it's highly concentrated sodium acetate, which is just salt water and vinegar. When you click that aluminum that's inside of it, it makes the salt water and vinegar vibrate, which makes it heat up. It's an exothermic reaction. So that's what it is.
exothermic. Where's that? Oh, Circle K
I
International
love
President. Okay, so so those are hand warmers.
Those are the hand warmers,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Then we're gonna have our bestseller. We call it Heaven.
This is what sold me because Eileen and I bought this.
Okay,
Now-
Jamal, are you leaving this with Val?
Uh,
I- If you don't ask, you do not get.
you know what? You did ask, so I should leave it.
I think you
Pop
should.
it a little bit, let it
There
go on her
is,
shoulders.
there it
So what
is.
you do is click this one, right? So the difference
Yes.
between the big one and the small one, this
Uh-huh.
one's for your neck and shoulder. The difference between this one lasts up 2 hours of heat.
Mhm.
This is good for fibromyalgia, rotator cuff issues, frozen shoulder, right? See how quick that is?
You're adopted.
Listen, watch this. I haven't finished yet, right?
Oh, wait. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. He's got to do it because this is the selling technique right here. This is what sold us.
All right.
So
Oh.
you just put it right there, right? For your neck and shoulder.
Stay tuned for Doc Val's exhilarating experience.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, you didn't bring the gun out
No,
though.
I didn't bring it. So I will bring it next time.
That's okay.
So this one's for your neck, right? So this will last up 2 hours of heat. 90
Andy,
minutes
if you're
cold.
watching,
Give a website. How do we find it?
clickheaters.com. Now look, these are your pressure points in your neck and shoulder. You just massage right there. Helps you create that
Show's
blood
over.
circulation.
That's right.
Listen,
Join us next time when Val wakes up from today's show.
I'm available on Tuesdays. I take tacos and burgers. And then for the last one I bring, it's actually, you're gonna get a kick out of this, guys.
This is crazy.
Sorry, it's a dad joke. So this one's good for your feet.
Kick for a foot. Love it. All right, you're hired.
This one is good for your feet for plantar fasciitis, fibromyalgia, neuropathy, arthritis. You can put this inside your shoes. My dad used it for deer hunting, but you can use it for a lot of other
Deer
things
hunting.
too. You can
That's
at a
not
ball
surprising.
game,
Mhm.
you're walking the dog. If you have to run away, you can use these to keep you warm on your feet.
Wow.
Wait.
Now, Andy responds. Val, we have these.
We don't have this one.
You don't have this one. But the question is, does Jamal come with this one for you? Because that'll be
Maybe
something
that's
Andy will
right.
say that that
We've
you don't have.
adopted him, honey.
That's right.
Hi. Well, I'll be there.
All right. So
Awesome.
give the website again.
So our website is clickheaters.com. You can find us on any platform, YouTube,
Now,
Facebook.
for people who are here at the convention watching this, if they come see you, do you have any specials going on?
We do have a special going on online. If you look on our website, most of the all of our products are retail for $150. But what we do here is when you buy one, you get 2 more for free.
There you go.
And
So-
you come say hi to me.
That's right.
Like,
Listen, this guy's going to be a
Absolutely.
star. You're going to hear more. In all seriousness, you're going to hear more from him because The Voice has adopted him as part of our family, and so
Yes.
he's going to help us spread the word. But in the meantime, definitely go see him. He's down the middle aisle in the back on the back corner. So make sure you go see him.
Next
Tell him
to
you
the
saw him
food
here
court.
next to the food court.
Perfect.
Make sure you tell him that, you saw him here with us. And I don't know, maybe he'll give you 2 minutes of a back and rub or something. I don't know. He'll give you some. Thank you, brother, for
You guys
coming
have
by.
a good one.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you for being
We
here.
still have a couple of minutes before our first break. Can you hang? I got the international president. Can we throw him out and then you'll come on next? All right, listen, you're an international president now.
Elect.
That's
Gotta wait
okay.
till
You're,
tonight.
no, that's okay. You're not giving up the job. So joining us now, why don't you introduce who we have here?
So
Yes.
glad you're here.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Jonathan Huang. I'm a rising senior at Harvard University. And as of this
Wait,
morning,
where?
I'm a rising senior at Harvard University.
Harvard?
And as of this morning, I'm officially the CKI International President-elect.
Woo!
Thank you so much for having me on this afternoon.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Val. Why don't you
So-
shoot? Well, shoot the first question.
So I am so ecstatic that most people don't know what CKI is.
Mhm.
And we used to say Circle K, they thought it was a gas station.
Yes.
So in your best rendition, share with people out there because we have people who aren't Kiwanis.
Yeah, 100%. So for anyone watching, Circle K International currently stands as one of the largest collegiate service organizations in the world. Our primary mission is 3 different tenets: service, leadership, and fellowship. Our goal as an organization is to take students from all around the world and inspire them to pursue a lifetime full of service and leadership, and for them to give back to their local communities. A lot of people have oftentimes heard of Key Club, which is our high school branch. Then they've heard of Kiwanis, which is obviously the adult branch, and basically our parents. And Circle K is oftentimes, people don't necessarily know about it, but we exist. We're proud members as well. We actually have a higher per member volunteer rate than
Yes,
Key
you
Club.
do.
But yeah, so we're CKI.
I love it.
And he did that all on one breath, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
There you go.
right.
There you go. Do you know who that guy is?
No, I don't.
You don't know who that is?
Hi,
Good
I'm
for
Jonathan.
you. Good for you. I'm glad you don't know who he is.
And to make it even funnier, the other day I was explaining CKI to one of my friends, and they actually got us confused with Special K, the cereal. So now apparently I'm the international president of a cereal organization.
Well, that's okay.
So,
Kiwanians are thinking that we are nothing more than an airline company, so it's okay. As Qantas,
Yes.
Kiwanis, the same thing, you know.
so yeah, I support gas stations and I support cereal now.
Yeah, there you
I love
go.
it. And I have a question for you because
Yes.
what is your major?
I currently study molecular and cellular biology on the pre-med track.
Okay, and so that says leadership all over it.
Thank
so,
you.
So did you choose your major and you run a national leadership organization?
Yeah,
I mean,
so
Wow.
So first, in terms of how I really chose my major, I knew going into college that I was definitely really, really passionate about going into medicine. So a little bit about my personal journey. I was actually born with a rare liver condition, and because of that, I was in and out of the hospital a lot as a kid. Because of that start, I feel like from a very young age, a lot of providers and a lot of doctors really changed my life. They were able to give me hope that the future would exist and that the future would be okay. And so I was inspired from a really young age to pursue a career in medicine. So I would be able to be on the other side, be that provider that's able to inspire and help keep children enthusiastic and patients enthusiastic when they're going through difficult times. So when the time came to kind of choose my major, I knew that I wanted to do something that would eventually get me into a medical career. And molecular and cellular biology at Harvard just so happened to be the one that perfectly fit my interests. I absolutely love the field of biology, and at the same time, it also aligns basically perfectly with all the requirements that you need to take as a pre-med student. So
Love it.
I wish I had his. People tell me I have energy. I got nothing in comparison to him. All right, we're going to let you go. Thank you for stopping
yes,
by.
of course. And to anyone watching, check out CKI and please support us.
And we are
Thank you so much
and we
for
are not a
having me
gas
on.
station
Or cereal.
or cereal.
Or
Thank you,
cereal.
Jonathan.
Thank you for having me, guys. Have a
Appreciate
wonderful
it.
afternoon.
Absolutely.
Aloha.
Send regards to CK. Absolutely. Jeffrey, come on down, Jeffrey. And then we have some other fun. Just you can Maritza. By the way, we want to thank Maritza, Lieutenant Governor from Cal Neva. Media Pass. Obviously the news doesn't travel to Virginia Beach very well anymore. Anyway, she's helping us as our stage manager, lining up our guests. So we want to thank Maritza for that. My wife was behind the scenes, early picture setting up. She's helping as well. Rex sitting over there. He's feeding us. We got to cut. We may have to do this every week right from here. We have a staff. We have a staff.
We have a team.
We have a team.
We have
How
a
much do you
team.
pay to be on staff?
We don't pay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're paid. We're
We're prepaid.
There you
prepaid.
go. There you go. There you go.
So I'm so glad that I got to run into you. So one of the main things that I've done as my Kiwanis career is I realized I can't do all the things that I would like to do in Kiwanis. So I started building clubs, and then I got invited to be on teams to build clubs around North America. And so I may not be able to do it, but when we find 20, 40 other Kiwanians and they're doing it,
That helps.
That's huge service. And so I met Jeff on one of our club boats.
Yeah, it was the Philly Blitz.
The
as
Philly
I recall.
Blitz, absolutely. And you
And-
told the best bad dad jokes. You didn't realize they were bad dad jokes at the time,
Well,
but I heard you got one.
I got another one.
All right.
You know, polls indicate that smart, intelligent people are lazy. That's what they said. I didn't read the rest.
I got you. Yes, that's my kind of
I
poll.
didn't read the rest of
That's
the
my kind of
survey.
poll.
I
you know?
didn't read the rest of the survey.
And there's
That's
so
right.
many of them, and you just can't do them all. But
All
no,
right.
I want to thank Val for having me on. It's been a minute since we talked. I chase her on Facebook a lot, but we had a great time at that Philly Blitz, and it was a lot of fun.
We opened 4 out of 6 clubs when we started,
Yeah,
and they are just changing the world. And
they
so,
are. They
thank
really
you.
are. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Great to
Give
see
your
you.
hubby a hug.
He's
Absolutely.
watching. If you want to give him a shout out.
I don't. Is it Andy?
Yeah.
Andy, I met her 4 or 5 minutes ago. She's a great lady. Never let her go, because if you do, she's coming home with me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Ooh,
With
okay.
that, it's 1:15. I want to step aside for a first break as we get ready to line up some more guests. So you are watching a very special Kiwanis Connects live from the Kiwanis International Convention in Pittsburgh. Doc Val is here. I'm here. We got a cast of characters lined up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
What does the city of Erie, Pennsylvania and Kiwanis have in common? Both have roots going back to Native Americans. Just as the people of Erie's served their tribe, Kiwanians too continue to serve their tribe, the children of the community. The Kiwanis Club of Erie was chartered in August of 1916, and for over 100 years, the Kiwanis Club of Erie has been improving lives while celebrating Erie's resilience and potential. How do they do it? By welcoming ordinary people who perform extraordinary hands-on work. You'll find members helping at Emmaus Soup Kitchen and the Kiwanis Caring Kitchen a few times a month. Kiwanians also share their passion for reading with children throughout Erie County and mentor future leaders through service leadership programs. All work does not make Kiwanians dull Kiwanians. The Erie Kiwanis Club offers many great social activities, from bowling, pizza parties, attending professional sports events, and much more. Come join us on Zoom on Tuesdays at noon for our meetings. For more information, call 814-455-6069, extension 300, or visit eriekiwanis.org.
Have you ever wanted to dress like a Hall of Fame broadcaster, but didn't know where to begin? In 2018, Aaron Phillips was inducted in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame, and The Voice was born. Aaron has been part of many successful podcast programs, and branding those programs plays a vital role. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and order the latest embroidered products featuring the logos of many of Aaron's shows. Discounts and flat shipping rates are available on all orders, regardless of quantity, on men's, women's, and kids' apparel, and many accessories. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and let Aaron's voice speak to you.
Napkin.
Okay.
Hi, we're back. And welcome back to Kiwanis Connect.
It's during the lunch break here, and so
If we don't eat
it's
now, right?
We won't eat again.
Oh, look at this beautiful dessert.
like
Is that what it is?
tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Ooh.
There you go. So thank you again, Rex, for grabbing that for us so that we can, because we actually paid for this meal. It was part of our plan. And if we weren't doing this, we'd be eating with everybody else.
Mhm.
So Rex was kind enough there. All right. Besides all that, welcome back to Kiwanis Connects. We're in Pittsburgh, site of the Kiwanis International Convention. We have another guest with us. Take it away.
Absolutely. I met this beautiful lady last year, and I said, "Would you just do a 15-second commercial, so that we can put the information out there about Kiwanis?" And she was like, "Absolutely." And she started posing, and it was just like, "Oh, this woman is amazing." This is Winsome. So introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Hi, I'm Winsome Radcliffe, and distinguished Lieutenant Governor from the Florida District. And Kiwanis is all about what I do: service, giving back, and this has been over 10 years.
Yes.
So I'm here at our international convention. I'm coming after all that youthful exuberance from our CKI president.
It's terrible, isn't it?
And
They say
what an act to follow.
That's right. Energy is wasted on the young. That's what they keep saying,
Totally,
right?
I totally agree. And of course, after Aaron has thrown on his rod and have all this happen, what else can we say?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
And
why am I here?
You are here
For service,
For
service of the
service,
youth. My
service of the
passion is the empowerment of our youth. the guidance and leadership of our youth. And this is taking them from baby stage. Do you know that we nurture our kids from birth, which is called Young Children Priority 1, YCPO?
Yes.
So Kiwanis, one of the only service organizations that centers around the future. And we had such power in our hands that conference here really just enlighten us, remind us of the delicate product that we hold.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay, so we're done. But when I first met Winsome and I discovered that she in the division that my great uncle was a part of, he was a distinguished lieutenant governor way back when in Florida, and to know that all the way through these generations, we have such powerful voices that really fight for the kids. And so I wanted to thank you, and being able to thank you on camera
Absolutely.
is a great honor for all that you do. And I if you have any questions.
No, listen, I
So-
think you covered it all. Again, the beauty of us being where we are today is we get to introduce the world to folks like Winsome from all over the world.
Yes.
We only talk about that on the show, that we're bringing KI together. And we get people like right now, someone jumped in from Malaysia, Rosie Say.
Hi, Rosie.
She may even be here at the convention for all I know, but she's checking in from Malaysia. But to actually be able to now talk in person with someone from outside of our normal scope, that's why we're doing this today. So the fact that you took a few minutes out of the convention to be with us, share your thoughts and your why, I think is beautiful. And thank you for doing that.
And I want to give a quick shout out to the Cayman Islands and Jamaica. Kiwanis all over the globe.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Winston. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, absolutely. All right, so
Wow.
Maritza's running around like nuts. So you know what that means. Let's bring Rex up.
It's time for
Rex, come on, buddy. Not that we weren't going to put you on, but you know what? You're kind of like the right-hander in the bullpen. You know what I'm saying? We need that gap filled with perfection. So Rex joins us now.
And you know, I'm going to put this out in the universe because I believe that you do that. Rex is a future governor and potential international trustee.
Wow.
He has that charisma, and you know, there are times when you're at these events and you see somebody and you just know.
Well, the feeling's mutual. It's like, and I won't call him Aaron, I'll call him AA Ron. One of the funniest skits from Mad TV.
That's right.
Was the substitute teacher, and that's a term of endearment because I have a nephew who's a policeman in Houston who appreciates what we do for the community, because when we help children, we help make their jobs easier too. And being with this most amazing woman, Val, I put a picture up on Facebook yesterday, the two of us. It's my #1 best friend in Kiwanis, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because you inspire me.
And it's mutual. It is. So, but we're going to start crying. This is the crying section.
So while you're crying, I'm going to give a shout out to Susan Wells. Susan Wells puts her comments in there. Kiwanis School is in session with a special field trip to Pittsburgh. I love that, Susan.
I love it.
Thank you, Susan, for checking in as always. One of our biggest fans and supporters always. And one of the newbies that when we started this a couple of years ago, she really turned to the show. And we started really talking about this over the last couple of weeks. Our show is a resource for Kiwanis, and I don't want that lost on what we do. Yes, we have great people on the show. We talk about the virtues of KI, and we have fun with everything that we do. But we really are an unsung resource for and what Kiwanis is.
Absolutely.
And Susan was really one of the first new Kiwanis members that she jumped in a couple of years ago, and she put in there. She emailed us that I shared with you about how the show has helped educate her about Kiwanis and what she got herself into, so to speak. So we're very happy with that opportunity, and for us to be able to expand KI to people.
Well, and a conversation that Val and I had earlier today was to talk what this show does to increase the branding of Kiwanis is so important, because we need to step up our efforts in the media to tell people what we do and how important it is, so they can become a part of this, because it's such a deep and very important part of our lives.
Absolutely.
So my hat's off, literally, to what Val and Aaron are doing.
And I second that
Kiwanis
motion.
Connects. And this
I'm
is
not
not a
doing
hair
it.
club men commercial.
No,
This
just
is
walk
not
by with,
Rogaine, okay?
just walk by with sunglasses on because the sharpness will kill your eyesight. So,
But thank you so much for having me on.
thank you,
You
Rex.
know,
And
God bless you, and I love you.
And I want to share something that a lot of people don't realize is that not only do we have an average of over 100,000 viewers on a regular basis,
Mhm.
but different wires are picking up stories from us.
Yes.
So right now we have our young man, Justin Buma, who is in the Congo developing libraries.
That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
And-
Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Hi,
And
Justin.
we know that you're out there. And before we aired that he was going, and the AP in Las Vegas picked it up, and he ended up on the news.
Wow.
And they said that they saw it on this and wanted to have him. That meant everybody in Las Vegas who watches that, whatever that channel is, found out about Kiwanis and what we do for kids.
Well, that's so important.
Mhm.
And again, what you're doing is so important to get the message out, because if people don't know, then they can't follow through.
Absolutely.
And so,
Well, that goes back to the old saying, you don't know what you don't know
Mhm.
exactly.
until you find out about it.
Well, the old Bible scripture says, my people will be destroyed because of their lack of knowledge. And we're not going to have that happen because of YouTube.
Thank you.
There
I
you go.
like
Thank
that.
you.
All
Appreciate
right.
that. Thank you.
Thank you, Rex.
All right, Rex.
All right.
Thank you,
Oh.
brother. All right, coming up next.
Love you, AA Ron.
Thank you, man. Love you. No. I appreciate it. You're the only one I'm officially allowing to call me that. That's only
All
because you
right.
brought me food, Rex. I want you to know where it comes from. No, seriously. All right, we have another guest who's ready to come on. You want to introduce who we have coming up onto the stage now?
Absolutely. Oh, I told you the story on Facebook and I shared it on Kiwanis Connects about legacy. And this is one of those people that I have known since the beginning of my Kiwanis career. Sometimes when you come to a conference and you're brand new, you just kind of blend. But this is one of those people that didn't allow me to blend. I know. Andy's laughing his butt off right now.
It's impossible for you to blend anywhere. But yes, she blends.
But I'm so glad that you took time out because I know you're campaigning right now. This is Gary Jander, our future president of Kiwanis International. I go positive on this. And so, Gary, thank you for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. Love being on the show. I was just here last week.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
you. I think you now are the front runner of the number of visits
most
with
visits.
us on the show.
I love being on the show. You guys do great work.
Well, thank you.
Getting
We
the message
appreciate
out
that.
there.
You know, I think John Brummer is the only person that is in competition with you for being on the show more.
Yeah. John is everywhere.
Yes, and
Yeah, John is
he's out
everywhere.
there.
He's in
watching
the
us
chat
right
room.
now.
There he is. He's
Hi,
up
John.
here. That's
Good
right.
to see you, John.
That's right. Special shout out.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, speaking of our previous guest, Joe was with us in the
Yeah.
past.
Oh, there's
so we'll have
Joe
her come
back
up
there.
soon.
Yeah, there she is.
All right, Gary. So
Okay, I have a question for you, Gary.
Okay.
Mwah. And so I have a major question because a lot of people don't realize this, but we have a lot of single focus clubs and special interest clubs.
Mhm.
And you are instrumental in starting one that is near and dear to my heart. And Andy, I promise I'm not joining another club.
Well, you can join.
But-
We'll have you.
I know you will. Heard that about you.
how about if we had a Kiwanis Club of bad dad jokes? Would you join that one?
Probably not.
No.
Wow.
But-
I see where I got to work
But
here,
you,
Rex.
but you started KYDS. And so it's an acronym, but it's such a powerful thing. Can you guys share more with the world? Because I think there needs to be more of those in the world.
Sure. I mean, KYDS stands for Kiwanis Youth Development Support Club, and we started about 15 years ago. I guess I should look at the camera. We started it about 15 years ago, and what we did was we saw a real issue. We had key club lieutenant governors at the division level that were collecting money for key club trips, and they were putting it in a shoebox under their bed.
Yes.
And we didn't think that was good mentoring of key club lieutenant governors, that we should be teaching them financial responsibility, but they're not old enough to open bank accounts or anything like that. So we formed a club that was specifically targeted to teaching and mentoring lieutenant governors at that level. So we collect the money. We have a bank account for them. We'll show them how to manage the money, how to account for the money, how to do reports for those kind of things. And then, of course, sort of ballooned. And then we started working with the K-Kids people and the Builders Club people and all the other people. So we're so focused on, on our SLPs. And then, of course, we were kind of natural to take over the key leader camps in Southern California. So am I frozen there?
No. That you got a message from John Brummer.
Oh, hi, John. And so we started that became our signature project. So we put on the key leader camp. They're annually and every year is a signature project. And now we support the regional advisor. We support the key club advisors. And that's what we do. So we're a targeted club. And it's a great club. From that, I think we now have 6 or 7 kids clubs around the California, Nevada, Hawaii district. And we're talking at the key club conventions every year about expanding that around Kiwanis because it's a great need, I think.
Absolutely.
And we don't sponsor any key clubs because we feel like we don't want to be in competition with other Kiwanis clubs because we also support them and talk to them about their responsibilities as a key club sponsor. We just sort of support the lieutenant governors at division level. And that's what our club does.
I started chuckling because somebody's phone went off behind me over here. That was a freaking rooster.
Yeah, no, it got real noisy here as soon as I started talking.
Well, yeah, you know what? Because the lunch is going on in the back end of the hall right behind us, folks. And so everybody seems to be coming out, which background noise is okay. It shows liveliness, but unfortunately the timing, but you adjusted to it. I did catch that. Gary did hear it, and it got louder so everybody could hear his message.
So I got louder.
So that's okay. You're supposed to do that. By the way, Rex, do me a favor. Take care of my light work and escort this guy out, would you please? There's a problem child over here. Anyway, so how are you feeling about tomorrow? I mean, I'm not asking for predictions. I mean, obviously candidates have to be confident, but I mean, there's a few candidates out there, and this is unique territory in a lot of ways for a lot of elections over the years.
Yeah, we have 4 candidates, which has been a while since we've had 4 candidates, if we've ever had 4 candidates.
Right.
The other 3 are very fine Kiwanians and have a very good platform. But I think, I think I'm the best, and I came here to win.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't come here to win, I wouldn't have come. I think our message is resonating. I'm getting a good sense from the delegates here that our ideas and plans are moving forward, and I'm going to give it my best shot. And remember, a vote for Gary is a vote for Gary. I mean, it's like.
Well, listen, you can't obviously say a candidate's not very obvious at times. What I'm
Right,
saying,
yeah,
I mean, vote for Gary is a vote for Gary.
I think it needs to be that straightforward.
Right.
And it's one of the things that you talked about last week. And so if you missed it, some of the points about the innovations and things that you were looking at, is there anything that you wanted to make sure it gets repeated? Because this is an opportunity for some people to call. If you're watching and you're not here, to call your delegates and say, I just heard this from this great candidate. I vote for him. Because most of us are delegates from our clubs.
Right.
Well, I talked about last week my travels across North America, and I've watched enough television and news reports and that kind of things. I think we all have to, things going on in the world, and I think that the world is ready for us and our message. And I got a sense from talking to people that they really want what we have, and what we have is community. And when I talk about our youth programs and our services and those kind of things, people don't just say, oh, that's interesting. They're literally sitting up in their seats.
Yes.
And when I talk about K-Kids and I talk about builders clubs, they get excited. When I talk about Key Club and those kind of things, they say, how do I get these things in my community? And I said, well, we're not selling them.
Right.
There's only one way to get them, and that's to start a Kiwanis Club. And they said, well, how do I start a Kiwanis Club? And I said, well, you got to get 15 people.
Right.
And they said, well, we have 60,000 people in our town. We can get 15 people, And then I say, well, it's a dues-based organization, covers insurance and those kind of things. And they're like, okay, well, that's fair. The obstacle I run into? Time.
Exactly.
People don't have time.
Exactly.
So we have to be innovative, and we have to be straightforward about how we bring these to our communities. But what I'm saying is people are ready for us. We have what they want.
Absolutely.
We just have to train our members to go out and give them what they want.
And sometimes the people out there don't know they want it until we bring it to them. They go, oh, that's what I'm missing.
But they do want it. They're hungry for community.
Right. Yes.
They want community, and we have community.
Right.
And I'm meeting with Rotary presidents, and I'm meeting with Lions presidents,
Right.
and they want us in their community. They want to partner with us to make their communities better.
Right.
And mayors and city councilmen and pastors at church, they want us there. We just have to train our members to go out and have community conversations with them. And we have to equip our members, because you know who's changing the world? You think it's the president of Kiwanis International? No, it's our members.
The members,
Our
absolutely.
members are changing the world.
Absolutely.
And we're making it a better place. So that's what I would say to our members out in Kiwanis now. You're changing the world.
On that note,
Absolutely.
we're going to step aside for our last break because
Okay.
from
We're gonna have
when we
breaks?
come back, we're going to go right to the top of the hour because we've got so much more to do. You're watching Kiwanis Connects, and Rex is going to take care of my heavy work during the commercial break and get rid of some of the riffraff that's hanging around here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're making
well,
faces at us.
That's
today.
okay.
So,
It's you know what it
yeah.
is? It's a challenge to make us break during a live show. It ain't going to happen. You're watching Kiwanis Connects. We'll be right back.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Whitney Houston said it best in one of her award-winning songs, "The children are our future." But how can we ensure that this will happen? One way to ensure our future is to volunteer. Most people would love to volunteer, but they don't know where to go to get involved. Fortunately, there is an answer. The answer is Kiwanis International. Kiwanis International was founded in 1915 in Detroit, Michigan. The name Kiwanis comes from the Algonquin Native American language and translates to "we build." In 1919, Kiwanis changed its focus from business networking to service to children. There are currently 7,200 clubs in 85 nations. However, if you reside or work in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, or Suffolk, you have 11 Kiwanis clubs available for you to become a member and become an active volunteer in your community. This will ensure that children will be our future. For more information, contact Kimberly Temple at 757-793-6761 or by email at towncenterkiwanis@yahoo.com. Kiwanis International is a global community of clubs, members and partners dedicated to improving the lives of children, one community at a time. Today, we stand with more than 550,000 members, from K-Kids to Key Club to Kiwanis, for all ages in over 80 countries around the world. Each community has different needs, and Kiwanis empowers members to pursue creative ways to serve the needs of children, such as fighting hunger, improving literacy, and offering guidance. Kiwanis clubs host nearly 150,000 service projects each year. For more information, visit www.kiwanis.org. All right, welcome back to Kiwanis Connects. Aaron Phillips, the voice here. Doc Val is here, past governor. And you know, when you leave the door open with an open camera, anybody's going to walk on.
Never
know.
This is the second person with spiked hair. I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh here.
Spike?
Well, that's
Well, he
right.
called Spike,
Mohawk,
you know.
punk. I mean, it's not anything I can absolutely relate to. That's for darn sure. So Christopher joins us, and he got into a conversation with my wife Eileen during the last segment.
I did.
And she ordered me as my wife, saying, "You got to get Christopher on because I'm going to like what he said." So, Christopher, welcome. The floor is yours. What you got?
Thank you so much for having us, and we are just thrilled to be here this year. We're with an organization called We Thrive Together,
Okay.
and we're based out of Cleveland, Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
and we specialize in virtual programming for people with disabilities.
Okay.
And we are sharing, I'm actually, right when I leave here, I get to teach for the next few hours today on advocacy and leadership.
Good. I'll come into your seminar and heckle you next.
Come on,
That's
you
okay.
should. It'll be great. It'll be great. But we are launching the very first worldwide virtual action club.
Awesome.
So we're really excited about this. We're really excited about this. And I've had the privilege of meeting people from all over the world these past few days. And to see the excitement and to hear the excitement, you know, when the pandemic hit, there was clubs that kind of got shut down or leadership changed. And, you know, there's been a lot of changes and clubs have gone away. Well, this is an opportunity. So if you're from New York, for example, and we see that there's a lot of people that are registering from New York, we may say, hey, we've got this great idea. Let's go and start an in-person club in your area. So it's super simple. You go to wethrivetogether.org and it's /action club, AKTION. And anybody can register.
Okay, but
Anybody
see,
can
we've
register.
got some viewers because we have almost 100,000 viewers out there.
Okay, hi, viewers.
So share with them what an action club is.
You know, that's a
because
great
they don't know
question.
what it is.
So for those of you that don't understand what Action Club is, Action Club is sponsored by Kiwanis, and they do service projects all over the community for people with disabilities. So we specialize in working with people with disabilities. We also work with our 50 and older community, as well as our middle school and high school students. But we're here launching this brand new worldwide program. This has never been done before.
I think
This is
I
the
chatted
first
with
time.
Steve.
Steve, yeah.
I met him
that's our
yesterday.
executive director.
I met him, chatted with him for a few minutes
Yep.
yesterday. So
We're super, super excited about this. We really appreciate, no matter where you're at in Kiwanis land, no matter where, even if you're not with Kiwanis, these programs are free. So you can join WeThriveTogether.org and jump into a program. We're running 300 virtual programs a month.
wow.
It's from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. And the whole purpose of this is to help combat social isolation and eliminate loneliness.
All right.
Oh,
I'm sure.
love
hey,
you.
the first,
Love
let's
you.
give a round of applause to Chris Burr.
Thank you.
Who's actually
Thank you.
plugged stuff.
Thank you.
I'm sure. Do you give your contact information to my wife?
I can.
Please do
I
so,
will,
because
for
then
sure.
once everything settles down, we're
For
going to
sure.
keep this going with what you're
And we'll
doing.
have you
That would
on
be
the
great.
show in just.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
so much.
Christopher. We appreciate
Thank you.
Christopher once
Thank you.
again. Absolutely. We thrive together.org. All right,
That's
who's
right.
next? Who do we have next
Thank
for
you, guys.
people?
We'll see you.
Philippines, yes, which is great. Come on up, Philippines. We have a
All
couple
right.
of folks come because some convention or something
Yes.
is coming up. I'll slide down if we can get everybody in here.
All right.
Let's see. Come on, we have a media pass governor, if I'm not mistaken. Is that
There you go.
correct?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And Tito, right? Tito, yeah.
Toto.
Toto.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna have to
Okay.
have Toto. Toto, we're gonna have to slide you in a little bit.
Yes. Slide over.
There we go. We might have to lean in a wee bit.
Actually,
Yes,
I'm
a
gonna
little bit.
lean
A
out.
little bit.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, there we
So
go.
please introduce yourselves to our audience. You are live around the world right now. Cameras there, microphones there.
Okay, I'm Glenda Hupano, immediate past governor in Philippine Luzon District. I'm the chairwoman in 2026 KI Convention.
That's right.
Woo!
And we have a trustee.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Good greetings to everybody who are watching this Kiwanis Connect. I am Toto Gonzalez, presently member of the Kiwanis board. I'm a trustee. I'm from the Philippine Luzon District.
And has the #1 hairline in Kiwanis going today, by the way.
It is the popular hairstyle.
It is the popular hairstyle of Kiwanians. John Crawford's a member over there, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, thank you for taking a few minutes to join us,
Yeah.
because next year, you mentioned it,
Yes.
KI's in Manila. Talk about that a little bit.
All Kiwanians in our organization, Kiwanis International, we would like to inform you and invite everybody to go Manila, Philippines in our KI convention in 2026 in June 25 until 27. So go to all Kiwanians in Manila. We will enjoy all the places in Manila, so beautiful, and hospitality of our country. And Philippine Luzon Districts will enjoy. You go there and see the place and all the here in our convention. There are so many places that you go, like museum, history of our hero, and as beaches, all the beaches in our country.
Beaches, ladies and gentlemen, beaches is what she's saying, just so there's any losses.
We just
Want to
wanna
clarify
keep-
that.
keep
Just want to
our-
clarify. I want to keep our G rating show here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We like to laugh.
Yeah, this is a laugh fun show.
Yeah, and
I just
also
want-
the
I just want to-
additional to
yes. I just want to add, this is the second icon convention outside US in Asia Pacific. First was in Japan,
Right.
now it's in the Philippines. This was requested even long time before, but because of COVID, that's why this is scheduled now in the 2026.
Gotcha.
And we assure you that the hospitality of the Filipinos will be festive and it will be greatly celebrated for all of us.
Yeah.
Come and join us, Kiwanis World, join our Icon 2026.
Is there a website or anything available right now for people to start getting info?
We'll be starting giving them all the
Okay.
details, information in the next few days.
So
Yeah.
on Facebook,
On
Yeah,
Facebook,
Kiwanis Connects show page on Facebook.
yes,
Please feel free
Yes.
to put the information up there so we can also help expand.
we will
expand the market.
definitely we will.
We
We will do
appreciate
that.
it. All right, very good. Thank you for stopping by for
Thank
Manila
you.
20.
Thank you.
Let's give it up for
See you in Manila.
the Philippines. Thank you guys for coming out.
Valerie.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Aaron.
Thank you. My absolute pleasure. Thank you. My absolute pleasure.
We'll
All right.
see you in Manila.
You know what? I have goosebumps. By the way, John Brummer, Mr. Crawford, has a message for you because I mentioned your name. He says, "Hi, John Crawford," and in parentheses, he wrote, "Future Cal Neva governor and international president."
Yes, indeed.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean,
Indeed.
but John, come on up for a second while we wait. Miss Maritza, are we lining folks up still? No, we still have 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's fine. Hi, John.
Hi, guys.
So again, a member of the Hair Club for Now Men's Club. So we're
I
good.
am feeling really a lot going on.
Well,
right now.
well, I was just going to say, let's just. I see other friend Claudia and Ray are here from. We ought to say hi to them. Great. You guys all know Claudia's chuggy, by the way. There on. Eileen, could you do me a favor? I need an adjustment on the camera instead of getting us to shift. We need to get it. No. This way. There you go. Right, so that we get more in there. You go. A little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. The other way. The other way. There. Keep going a little more. Your other left.
So
there you go. All right, that's
we're
good.
Truly
Never
live.
mind. No, you know what the problem is?
We're truly live.
We are truly. You know
We're
what the
truly
problem
live.
is? Of everything I brought with me, all this wonderful equipment, the remote for the camera I left in my office back in Virginia Beach.
We want to make sure that we are lining guests up. Huh? So I want you to talk. Okay, we want you to talk about your amendment. We want
Your
you to
amendment.
talk about your
yeah,
amendment.
come on in.
You have an amendment?
Okay.
All right, Michael is with us.
So
Michael Moss.
we're going to have Michael before he goes and gets something for Val.
Okay.
Because, I'm the center of the universe right now. Look at
Obviously.
this. Oh. So Michael has this great idea.
How did he get in here? He's got too much hair. That's what I want to know.
You should see my brothers.
Oh.
They look like this.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are my brothers from another mother.
That's right.
There you go. There you go.
All right, what do we got?
So you have this great idea for an amendment. Or
Yes.
not an amendment, it's a resolution.
Yeah, resolution.
And
thank you,
so
that's
just
better.
take a couple minutes because we've got 100,000 people out there. We're
Oh,
going to
okay.
call their club members and say, vote for this resolution. So
Perfect.
really quickly share it.
Okay, great. So the resolution is that we have Kiwanis recognize September as Service Club Month. Now, there's a Service Club Summit in Southern California that's composed of the Rotary, Lions, Elks, and the Kiwanis clubs. We got together and said, hey, there's no such thing as a Service Club Month. So we're starting to market September as Service Club Month because Rotary, Lions, and Kiwanis, along with Optimus International, do a thing in September, the second week in September, I believe. It's called Celebrate Community. And we want to make sure that everybody knows that service clubs are alive, they're in the communities, our doors are open, and we're doing great things in our communities. So we want to have a resolution that has September as Service Club Month on every calendar that's printed in the country and around the world. How cool would that be as a marketing tool for Kiwanis?
Absolutely.
When somebody opens up their calendar and they see Service Club Month, what's that? And they see Kiwanis and Rotary, Lions and Elks, and the other 86 service clubs in the country. 1 minute elevator speech. Well, what's a Kiwanis? Boom. Somebody's going to see that shirt.
Mhm.
They're going to see it on the calendar, and they're going to ask somebody. And they
Absolutely.
got 30 days every year. Talk about a great way to have an open house. Talk about a great way to have an open house.
Absolutely.
So anyway, so that's the ask, just to
Absolutely.
promote service.
Hi, Hope.
International Vice President Hope Marks.
Thank
Come
you.
on in.
Yeah. It's like, woohoo.
From Jamaica.
Well, there she is.
Thank you. Oh,
Okay,
my goodness.
So I'm going to run.
All right.
And,
Thank you.
but anyway, that's the ask.
Right on.
It costs nothing. It's just to promote September as Service Club Month.
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense. Thank you for sharing. I think that's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
We can
Michael.
really all get behind that. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
We have a couple of folks from
Absolutely.
Action Club here that we would like to bring on as well. So, John, what kind of message you have for everybody?
Have you spoken yet about Kiwanis Voices?
No, but
We
by
have
the way,
not.
I take exception to the name of that event because I'm the voice.
Right. You did have it first. That's
I
right.
did have it first and it's branded, but that's okay. I'll loan it to Cole.
But I did want to get the word out about Kiwanis Voices. It's a new pilot program that's being introduced for the first time to help market Kiwanis to young members, people who are fresh out of high school or fresh out of college. Did you know that only 2% of our Key Club members graduate and join Circle K?
Mhm.
Wow.
And that's becoming more of a problem because Circle K is struggling. Circle K is not yet recovered from COVID all those years ago. And so Circle K, we support them, we love them, we want them to do well. But for that other 98% that's not joining Circle K, we want to give them an opportunity to serve, an opportunity to fall in love with Kiwanis. And so Kiwanis Voices is a new pilot program. It's only going to cost them $40 per year to join. And it is for young people ages 18 to 26. And only 18 to 26. Because once they turn 27, they're going to have to find their own Kiwanis club. So just want to throw that out there and make people aware that this is a new program that's being introduced for the first time. It is a pilot. It's a test program. We're going to see how it goes. It is not by any means meant to replace Circle K. We do love Circle K. We want to see them succeed. If it's done right, both programs can thrive side by side. But this gives a new opportunity for younger people to come out of high school, come out of college, and serve in their own way. Maybe not in a club with a bunch of people who are 80 years old. Not that.
So we're going to do a full show on this. So if this really interests you and you want to start a club that is 18 to 26 in your area, stay tuned because as soon as we get done with the International Convention and have a few bit of guidelines on how to do it, we're going to have you back because I think that you have explained it the best. I've heard it this whole week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, John. As always, appreciate
Have fun.
you.
Have fun, Pittsburgh.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. All right. I've just been notified by the studio that we have to stick pretty close to our time slot because John has another show right behind us. So I'm monitoring the time. We're going to bring on our final couple of guests that we have, and then we'll go to some bad dad jokes and call it. Do you have any wows, by the way, real quickly?
This is all a wow.
This is all a wow. That's what I thought you would do. John, for the heck of it, let's run the intro for wow since this is all wow. Let's wow it for a second as we get ready for our next guest. All right, welcome back. We are in the middle of all of our. This whole show's been a while, like Val said. So please introduce yourselves. These are our next guests. Go ahead.
I'm Carl Gruber from Licking County Action Club.
I'm Amy Gruber, also with the Licking County Action Club.
So my first question to both of you is, why did you guys join Action Club?
We help kids and we're a service project. We help at fairs, and I'm the president of our club right now.
Okay.
Wow, very cool.
Very cool. So how long have you been members?
7 years.
Really? Good for you. What's been your most favorite project so far?
Strawberry Festival.
Helping or eating them?
Helping.
You know, strawberries, you know what I'm saying? A little chocolate, you know what I'm saying? So very cool. So if you have folks right now watching who are thinking about joining Action Club or any part of the K family, what would you say to them right now?
Join a club if you can, because they'll help a lot of people and it's fun, and you get to meet a lot of people.
Now, are you guys married, husband and wife?
Yes.
How long are you married?
2 years in August, but we've been together 15 years.
Oh, what took you so long?
Financial.
Oh, okay, gotcha. August what? What day were you married?
26.
Very good, very good, very nice. Well, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. Let's give it up for Action Club, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you guys. One last guest is a gentleman that I met before we were setting up. Jared is his name. He also does some podcasting.
Aaron, how are you? Nice to see you.
Jared, meet Doc Val.
Thank you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
So Jared is also a fellow podcaster. So give a couple of seconds. Tell our audience what kind of podcasting you do, connections, all that stuff.
Thanks so much. So I host entrepreneur networking events and trade shows. And we have hundreds and hundreds of videos about networking. Like, hey, nice to meet you. How you doing? How do you do that?
Right.
And entrepreneurship.
Excellent.
And I'm also a full-time musician.
What do you play?
I have a saxophone.
Alto or tenor?
Did you bring
Mostly
it with?
baritone. Well, right
baritone.
here. It's called Sax Appeal.
Oh.
Yeah, we book musicians all around the city from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
That's right. We're international again.
Yeah, and just being part of Kiwanis is such a huge fun asset impact. Impactful. So I love what you're doing, Aaron. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We're gonna do some stuff. Maybe we'll get on his show about networking and all that.
That'd be awesome.
So we're gonna talk afterwards.
Where do you get your hair done?
It's always the hair jokes around here.
I'm telling you, it's a theme.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, but thank you for coming up for a
Thank
minute
you
or
so
two.
much. I really appreciate
And
it.
we're gonna talk more
You
after
got it.
convention
So
settles
do you
down.
have a tagline? So
Well,
a
sex
an
appeal.
address.
Well, sex appeal.
Sex
Always the
appeal?
right feel with sex appeal.
Oh, always the
I
right
love it.
feel
All right.
with sex appeal. Thank you,
All right.
Jared. Appreciate
Thanks all.
it.
Thank you
All right,
very
you know
much.
what that
Thank you.
means? We're down to one last piece of business.
One,
I have
and I
to
know
leave
you're waiting for it.
because Andy is in California. He could not
Yes.
join us, and I know he's been waiting all week for it. So,
Yeah.
John, let's hit it. It's time for some bad dad jokes. All right, you're
Better.
good. You're good. All right,
Awesome.
here we go. I got some. I'm just gonna be working off of a link I got the other day. So here you go. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Anybody? What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Anybody? What do you think?
Flippers?
Not flippers. Open-toed sandals. Come on now. Open-toed sandals. Okay. That one got, I should stop right there. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Why do crabs never volunteer? Which is really a bad joke for us here in Kiwanis, but why do crabs never volunteer? Because they're shellfish. Shellfish.
Yeah.
Chuggy like that one. That's because she's 3 feet away and she has no choice but to laugh at my jokes. That's why. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, I saw a Batman joke right here. Oh, I've already read that one. I got a new pen that can write underwater. Did you know that? It can write other words too. Underwater. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Now
Sir,
cut
Governor.
that out back there. I heard
Okay.
that. Who do we have? We have a district governor. All right, these
So
bad
come on in
jokes
for
are
a
being
minute.
interrupted. Come on, sit down, Felix.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
We have a district governor. We'll always stop the presses for a district governor. Felix, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Absolutely.
Governor,
Yeah.
you guys have a lot to talk about. I'll just hang over here in the corner. You guys go
Governor
ahead
of
and talk.
Philippine Luzon District.
And so you're going to be part of the reason why we're all coming to the Philippines next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you can really shortly, because no one said why we should be there. If you could, why should we all come to the Philippines?
Okay. So, fellow servant Kiwanians, we are inviting you on the next ICON 2026 and ASPAC 2026 at Manila. So, why we want to invite you to experience the difference, the hospitality, and the beauty of the Philippines.
Awesome.
I love it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. All right, with that, you know what? Do you have a bad dad joke? Who's got a bad dad joke?
What bad dad
You
joke?
guys have to. Who's got? I need one
What
joke
joke?
because the ones
So
I
we
had
al-
were horrible.
We always tell jokes
You got a
at
bad
the
dad
end of our
joke?
show.
Come on, Ray. I know you use mine all the time, and you come on around, Ray. I'm putting you on the spotlight.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Governor.
Thank
Appreciate
you, sir.
you. Thank you so
Same
much.
to you.
We'll touch base.
All right.
All right.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm not doing any more jokes. He's doing the last one because how can I do bad dad jokes after Governor? I figure let Ray take the fall.
Okay.
Come
All
sit
right.
down next to Val,
Okay.
and then let's fire away, and then we'll call it a day.
All right, a bad dad joke. Why don't cannibals eat clowns?
Why don't cannibals eat clowns?
They taste funny.
They- Do you have a bad dad joke? I cannot end the show on that joke.
I like that.
Got a bad dad joke, a knock joke, anything? We're stalling because she's looking it up on Google right now. I can see that.
I hope that you
Anybody's
guys
got a bad
laughed as
dad
much
joke?
as
Because if
that
not, we're
we
going to
did.
start counting down the show and wrap it up.
All right, one more.
Oh, he's got one more. Oh, he's going to try to redeem himself, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, Ray.
Why don't dogs dance?
I know the
I
answer to
know
this
the
one, so I'm
answer
going
to
to
this
skip
one.
it.
All right.
But go ahead, you can say it.
Because you have two
Two
left
left
feet.
feet.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Thank you.
Stick to dentistry and laughing gas, Ray.
Okay,
That's all I got to
okay.
say.
I'll do that.
All right, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
that does it for a very special edition of Kiwanis Connects. We want to thank all of our guests here today. We're getting a finger. Are we done?
We're done.
We're done. All right, yeah, because John has another show in 2 minutes. Listen, we're going to be back in our regular setup, I think, next week, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in today and watching and stopping by.
And so one of the things I want to say is that we were not able to get everybody on the show this
Absolutely.
time, but we're on 52 weeks out of the year. And so you're going to take a trip to the Philippines in the next couple weeks, and we're going to meet all of the folks that are leaders there and have
Absolutely.
more conversations. So if you're not here, you're missing out. You missed Terry Bradshaw, and it's just getting better.
That's right.
I'm
And
glad
by the
we're
way,
here.
and if you miss anything, just go back to our Facebook or YouTube channel and watch anything from today's show, and it'll be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching, everybody. As always, be kind to everybody. Why? We are all we have. We'll see you next time right here on Kiwanis Connects with Doc Val and The Voice. Thank you, everybody, for watching.